channel because what is old will be new again. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jaleesa and my channel name is Tameless. You can find me on Instagram under Tameless in Style. And from clicking on the link, you already know what this video is about. So this video has been probably my most requested video that people have asked me for, my designer handbag collection. So today we will only be talking about my designer and premier luxury brand bag collection. We'll start with Louis Vuitton. So I have my Louis Vuitton backpack. I don't know the official name for this guy, but I will link it. I will put it in down below. But this is I know that it is the GM size, not MM, the GM size. And I bought this on eBay. Secondhand, I bought it maybe 2 years ago now, and I had all of the leather replaced on it. But the inside and the canvas was like in perfect condition, and I bought it off of, like I said, I bought it off of eBay, and then I just had all of the leather replaced. So it literally looks like a brand new backpack, but this backpack in this size is discontinued. Again, I told you I don't remember the name of it. Next, we have my Givenchy Antigona. I learned that from Mel Sadara. I was watching her video, and she was like, it's the Antigona because it's, or Antigona. No, it's Antigona because apparently in French is Givenchy Antigona, but it's an Antigona, is it what it is in English. But I bought this guy, and well, actually this guy was a promotion gift, and I bought the mini because it came with the strap. So this was part when they first came out, and bought this in 2014, 2015, when they first came out, and they were super hard to find. And the straps, what I like about these straps is, so they have this like little lock and key thing. So I don't know if you can see, but you see how it has that, and it has a matching one on the strap there. Clearly we're not focusing today. But yeah, on the strap, and you like lock them in to get on there. But I store, if you watch my my like storage and take care of your bag video, I always store my straps inside. So I got the mini. This was the mini size because it was, the mini size came with the long strap that was crossbody, and that was when I started my crossbody phase, when all of my bags, I wanted them to be kind of hands-free and lightweight. And this bag can hold a lot. So it literally, I could like fit my whole life in this bag if I wanted to, and it's nice and quaint, and I could always do the hand, just hold it by the handles. This is another one that I don't use that often, but I do love her. Like, she's in really good, really good condition. And the only other thing is like the opening, like it can hold so much, but the opening is not that big. And this is a heavy duty zipper. So you prepare to be scratched. You're gonna get a little scratched up going in there, but super cute. One of my faves. Love her. This is one of my favorite bags. So this is my Chanel Gabrielle medium unicorn bag. I did a video about her and about how I kind of got lucky with this impromptu buy. So I will be the first one to say that when they first came out with the Gabrielle, I was like, what the hell is that? That's disgusting. Ew. Did not like the Gabrielle style. I saw, forget which YouTuber it was, but I saw a YouTuber, she got the Gabrielle backpack and the unicorn, and I was like, that unicorn leather. So I went on the hunt for the backpack, told my SA, and it came out like months prior. I was like, didn't expect to get it, but just like, was, you know, just chit-chatting with her about things I was looking for and told her about it. Somehow, some way, this bag showed up. She called me, I bought it on a whim, and it became mine, and I love this bag. It is so spacious, it's huge. It's literally huge. It's taking up the entire camera slot right now. The chain on it is a iridescent to match the leather on it. It's just such a pretty bag. Like right now, I think in the camera, it's pulling like a silver. In person, it's pulling a little purpley. Depending on what I'm wearing, it might pull a little bit of a blue. It is just such a unique piece, and it's just one of those pieces that I just don't think I could ever like part with. I know Chanel has the 2.55 they just came out with in a like kind of rainbow iridescent, and I think that is giving this bag a little bit of a resurgence on the resale market, because I did see that like these were selling for like $3,500, like consistently about the price that they were when they came out. And then I saw one pop up, I think it was like on the Real or Fashion File, one of those popped up this week, and it was like $7,000, and I was like, what? Oh, let me go ahead. She's not going anywhere, but I still wear her. I was super upset when I first got her. The first time I wore her, I got a little, I don't know if you can even see in the camera because it's so microscopic, but it's like a little ridge, I guess. You know, like when you like scratch leather, you really can't see it. And I just turned the bag around and wore it the other direction, but you really can't see it. When I first, like, I was pissed about it. I like called Chanel, like made a big fuss, and then the lady told me that I would have to pay $500 to get it repaired. And I was like, that little tiny thing, she was like that they would have to, like, because it's a scratch on leather, they just have to replace the whole bottom. And I was like, well, there's nothing else wrong with it. So like, I'll keep chucking, and you know, if something happens along the way, then we'll get it replaced, but we're not concerned about it right now. So I don't know the official name for this guy. I call her my Chanel Dallas because she just reminds me of, she's a Chanel like saddlebag crossbody. Take the strap out. The strap does not detach, but it is chain and leather, and it is, you can get it shorter or longer. Has a pocket on the back there, one of those, you know, pockets that you can fit like a credit card or a receipt in. Car ticket, nothing more than that. And love her. She's a turn lock flap. She's like she's a double flap because she has another little section. I'm struggling here, guys. Another little section. She's stuffed with paper. And then her section and a zipper. Love this bag. This bag, I saw it on like I think it was like their runway or whatever that came out. And then I called my SA, told her when I got on the wait list, and boom, she was mine. She's so pretty, like so pretty. Oh, I saw her in the catalog. That's what it was. I saw her in, I think it was a Neiman Marcus catalog, and I reached out to my SA and boom. But like, I love her. I did have a little bit of a like hardware issue with her. So she has two little, like to keep these on, there's like some little screws, you're not gonna be able to see them, but they're like little tiny screws on there, like screws you'd have on the bottom of your iPhone. And it came out, and luckily like it dropped, and like I think I was like sitting down somewhere and I caught it, was able to like catch the pieces. And then I like put it back in with a screwdriver that you use for like an iPhone, one of those little baby ones. And then I noticed that it was loosening up again. So I took it and they sent it out. I think that was when I started to get turned off. I did get my unicorn after that. And then since then, I don't think I've bought a Chanel piece. Now, do I still love Chanel? Chanel's one of my favorite handbag designers. So definitely still love, but it's turned me off a lot of it because the pricing is so expensive, and it's like to invest so much in a handbag, and it's like, so I would just say that turned me off a lot of it, especially after my whole fiasco with my little scratch on my mermaid unicorn that I got the first time I wore it, which apparently is something that is relatively normal with the Gabrielles. Moving on, my Louis Vuitton, Lord, it's so big and like it's heavy. Well, it's not empty. It's stuffed. It has another duffel bag in it, and then some bubble wrap. But this is my Louis Vuitton Keepall 55 with the black coated leather. I wanted this bag for so long. I didn't want just the classic vachetta. I wanted the coated leather because I felt like it's a travel bag. It could get like a little bit more hustle and bustle. I got this off of Fashion File. I was talking about it the other day, and for some odd reason, I thought I paid like $1,100 for it, but I looked and my receipt was like $14. I think with taxes, it came to $14. But this bag retails now for $2K. And the only thing that was wrong with it is, I think I detached the strap is detached. So on the strap, one of the piece where you adjust it, there's like a dog or something chewed on it, but like you can't even tell. Like it's literally just like the end part. And if I really wanted to or cared, I could take it to a cobbler and get it cut. But I don't wear this bag that much because of it being just kind of like a shoulder and a lot of the times when I travel, it's like, it's me, like I travel with my dog a lot, and if I'm taking him, then I try to have a smaller carry-on backpack situation because it gets too much. Now, I use this is literally like my weekender bag. If I'm going somewhere for the weekend, if I am flying somewhere on, like I had to fly for business a couple times and just, you know, was able to throw some things in here for a couple of days and go about my business. This is perfect for that, but anything more than that, I think it would just kind of depend on your travel lifestyle and like what you're doing for me to recommend it. But I do love it. And I don't think I would get rid of it. Louis Vuitton luggage for me is like a classic. My St. Louis Goyard tote in the gray. So I ordered this one via the phone from the Neiman Marcus, the boutique within Neiman Marcus in Chicago. So I ordered it via the phone and they shipped it over to me. And I bought her initially just to have as like a travel tote because I didn't want a Neverfull. I feel like everybody and their mama has a Neverfull. No offense, if you have one, you love it, great. But I didn't want a Neverfull, and I felt like this is like literally the same thing. And I wanted to have a Goyard piece, and they're a little bit more harder to find because there's only a couple of Goyard boutiques in the US. You can't buy it online. So yeah, so that was like my whole thought process behind it. Comes with a little pouch on the inside that I love. That's like my favorite feature of the bag that I didn't think would be a feature of a bag. When bags come with this little pouch, you don't think when you're buying the bag, like how much you would probably use it. And I use it so much. Like if I start using this bag, I start using the pouch, and then like I'll put the bag away and I'll still be using the pouch. And I have to like remind myself, like put the pouch back with the bag, because the pouch was getting a little worn, and like I don't think you can replace these. If you can, great. I would love another one, but I don't think you can replace these. And then I have a base shaper in there as well to keep its base because I hate a droopy bottom. But this bag is very much of a, if I take this out, like you could take this bag and just toss it. Like say you're going on vacation, you want to use it as like your beach bag. So you could pack this so easily in your suitcase. Like it's the lightest, like literally probably the lightest bag I have, even including crossbodies, literally easily the lightest bag I have. So love her. Just kind of great go-to. I think I want another one, but I don't need another one, and you know, trying to be in the need basis. Then we have one of my favorites. She's in my like least used, but she is one of my favorite bags, has a lot of sentimental value. And it is my Alexander Wang Diego in the color Elephant. And this is the larger size. She is so heavy because she has the studs on the bottom. She has the studs all across the front here. And this leather is like a heavy, thick, like it feels like elephant trunk. That's how heavy it is. But it has lots of compartments, big pocket in the back, the main compartment that has a zipper section, and then it has a smaller section up in front. You can wear her crossbody, or you can wear her, you can hold her with this little hand strap in the front. But she is just a nice, great classic piece to have and to hold. And she holds a lot of sentimental value for me. So love her and keeping her forever and ever. So we have my Celine Phantom tote, one of my most coveted bags. I have her in the dark gray with blue trim on there. Love her. Got her off of the secondhand market earlier this year. And she's just a great, like, just a great bag. Just a great bag. And just let's be clear, she's the Celine with the asterisk over the E. Like, I can't even speak. You know what I mean. But so she's original Celine. But yeah, she's very heavy. I will say that. But I wanted this bag, a Celine Phantom, a Celine luggage for ever and ever and ever and ever. And I'm just glad that I was able to add her to my collection. So next we have my MCM Shopper Tote, I believe is what it's called. So this is the smaller size. I have her in gray. She is reversible to that MCM, and it's like gray. This one's just all like gray and black. I think I've worn her like once or twice. I don't know. I have a thing for totes. I have a thing for gray bags. She's just like a nice, easy. She's like a nice, smaller version of like the Goyard, like that size that you could get in like Goyard or Louis Neverfull. And just really just a great bag to just kind of like toss things in and go. So you guys have seen this bag on here a couple of times. This was my very first designer handbag. So this is my Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in the Damier Azur. Right now I have the handles wrapped with kind of some leopard twill, I guess you could say. I did buy her second hand off eBay, and I had the piping replaced. I didn't have all of the leather replaced. Eventually I'll kind of go like bit by bit, I think, and replace like leather and hardware on her. But I think she was retailing, like now I think she retails for like $1,200, but she was retailing for like $900 when I bought her on the secondhand market for $500. And she was in like the Bachetta was just like a night, it was tanning gray, and there wasn't any major like call outs or anything on it, like, you know, scratches on hardware, but like I said, the shiny gold hardware from Louis tends to do that. So if you notice, all of my Louis, I usually buy secondhand because I just don't know. They have bags in there that I'm just like, but it's just like, I just know, it's kind of like Chanel. Like, at least I know with Louis that it's like, it's coated canvas, the hardware is probably gonna scratch, like, but it's a classic piece that'll last forever. The pricing is, of course, when you compare them with Chanel pricing, of course, is a lot higher. You can get a lot more entry pieces from Louis Vuitton, but I don't know, I just can't bite the bullet sometimes. So I like to buy my Louis Vuitton on secondhand because it's classic and it usually repeats itself. It comes out, it reinvents itself. And once your canvas is good, you can get that leather replaced. And a lot of their newer bags that they're coming out with have less and less leather on them, but the prices are just as high, if not higher. And when you have the leather on it, like I said, you can replace that leather and like, just like my backpack, it looks brand new, versus when you have so much canvas, that canvas gets ruined and that's it for the bag. So something to keep in mind, but this is I've used this a lot this summer actually. She was sitting on my shelf and I wasn't using her that much because she's very handheld, not even nook of the arm. She can be nook of the arm, but very much handheld. And I added my chain straps onto it and we were out and about, we were doing it. What do we have here? So we have my first Chanel, my Chanel GST black with our gold hardware on it. She was another one that is in my least used, but highly coveted, highly loved bags. I don't think I will like ever get rid of her. She's not produced, sold in the US anymore. Again, I don't know if she's sold overseas, but not in the US anymore. So she is, only way you can get her is on the secondhand market. This was like the it bag for Chanel for a while. Like everybody had one, and I wanted one so bad. This is like I said, this is my first Chanel. And this was when the pricing was a lot cheaper because like what I bought her for, like I don't even think you can get Chanel, especially at this size, that's leather for that pricing. So definitely kind of a classic piece. The only kind of con that I really have for her, like, I mean, there's some cons, but the main con is the compartment zipper in the middle. I wish it didn't have that, and then I would have I felt like I had so much more room, but because of the compartment, you want to like be very strategic with how you're packing stuff in there, and it makes it pouch, and we just don't want that, especially on the OG. We're gonna call her the OG of the collection. Those were my OGs. So yeah, but she is highly loved. This is probably my craziest bag and definitely my craziest Chanel behind my Chanel unicorn. This is my Chanel Havana Cuba tote from the Cuba collection. I was on the list on the wait list for this guy, and I got her and didn't really use her that much. It's funny, I went to Cuba after I got her and didn't even take her with me. My sister was like, well, you have a Cuba Chanel bag, why didn't you take her to Cuba with you? And I was like, I don't know, it just felt weird. Like, I felt more comfortable with a backpack. So obviously she's crazy. She's sequenced, she's hand painted on there, like literally so fun, but not very practical. The chains comes off, so you could always add like a guitar strap and do like a guitar strap thing. I haven't done that, but as I'm saying it, I'm like, maybe I'll go find me a guitar strap to buy to put on. But yes, so those can be taken off so that you can add a guitar strap on there and wear it more crossbody, because she's not really a crossbody. She's more of like a she's a shoulder hobo that has a little bit of a longer drop. But I will say that, like I said, I'm kind of priced out of Chanel right now. I'm kind of, you know, a little bit turned off by some of the quality issues, but I would buy something in canvas from Chanel because A, the pricing is a little bit cheaper versus leather, not in general, but versus leather, of course, the pricing is going to be a little bit cheaper because it's canvas. I feel like their canvas is always like a nice, strong denim that can withstand time. And honestly, I love this bag. Like, sometimes when I want to wear it and I don't want to be too like crazy with the Havana Cuba on it, I just turn it backwards and wear it on the plain side, and like nobody really knows unless you're like being nosy, because the little buttons on there do say Chanel. I don't know what is going on with camera girl today, but the little buttons on there say Chanel. So that would be the only thing. But honestly, this is the only piece of leather, like there's like little leather accents around the buttons, but the only piece of leather really on there is the strap. But yeah, so I love her. She's one of my faves. And she's not going anywhere. But yeah, so that's one of my faves. So you're probably looking like you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, why is it so, it's so full? It's full of stuff because it is my like bag of the day, what I've been using, because I needed to carry a lot of stuff today. I've been using like smaller bags lately, but today I need to carry a lot of stuff. So I am using my Proenza Schouler PS1 medium, and she is, I don't know the exact color name of her, but she's like a tobacco suede with gold hardware. She was kind of like a whim bag. She has horrible denim mark on the back, but she is very much of my like boho-y girl bag, like Free People-esque. So I feel like the denim mark kind of gives her a little bit of a character. But she is one of my favorite bags, and like I did not think I would A, love her so much, and B, use her as much as I do. But she is like the go-to, especially I think after she got that little bit of denim on her, it's kind of like, at this point, it is what it is. But I love this bag. She was kind of like, I went in the store, she's sitting on the shelf, saw her, loved her, said, okay, I'm gonna think about it, and then ended up getting her. So yes, just okay. So first on my like smaller body bags is going to be the bag that I've been using like 90% of the summer, and that is going to be my Gucci Marmont belt bag. And this is the 85. Now the size does not pertain to the actual size of the bag. It pertains to the size of the belt. And I am using a chain belt right now, and I am going to explain to you why. So first of all, she is just one compartment. She has a little pouch back there, but like nothing can really fit in there. And she has, the belt is not with her right now, clearly, but it's a leather belt that is the same leather. You guys know the bag. I'm sure you've seen it out and about. The Marmont collection tends to be very soft. So that is like my one con about Marmont in general, which is why I don't have like one of the crossbodies. But I wanted this guy for a really long time, and I was able to get her. Now the 85 contains to the belt size. So it comes at 85, 95, and 105. 85 fits my waist perfectly, but I am quite busty, so it does not fit to do that nice trendy around the body. So I have these chain belts that I actually, well, they're chain straps that I got for, that I talked about getting for my Louis, and I got them off of Amazon. They were like 10 bucks a piece, and I kind of weeded them together and strapped them, and then I strap them, I just strap it across, and it has a very like loose like crossbody style, and like it's a little bit something different, a little bit cute, but that's how I wear her most of the time. And then sometimes I'll wear it just across my waist with the regular belt, but this is kind of my favorite way to wear her, is with those guys. Okay, next we have my super mini Gucci Dionysus in the GG Blooms. This bag, I've done a video on it. It's one of my, probably my most watched videos on YouTube about how this bag was made for children. It literally can only fit like your cell phone, but it's a super mini bag. So, I mean, I kind of knew that going in, that it would be mini, but I just don't think I expected it to be this mini when I received it. But it is something that I love to take on vacation with me. Now, this isn't a bag that I get to, like, there's a lot of, I wear a lot of this coloring. This coloring usually looks really good on me, especially in the spring and summer. And this bag, it's just a beautiful bag. Like it looks, I don't know if it is, I'm sure it's not, I'm sure it's screen printed on, but like the way that the GG Blooms are on here, this has always been one of my favorite prints. The way that the GG Blooms are on there, they look painted on. Like, it's just a gorgeous bag. And I went and splurged and bought the headband to match, which you've probably seen on my Instagram out in vacay. But you know, to be bougie, to be together. But love this printing. But it is a teeny tiny bag that we have hanging around. We have my Chanel WOC in black calfskin leather with the shiny gold hardware. This was the first collection that they did shiny gold hardware, 2015, 2016, around that time frame. I was looking for the WOC with the detachable chain and they didn't have it, but my SA called, and when they got this one and it was shiny gold, I was looking for the, what is it, rhodium, you know what I mean, that like scratchy kind of silver. But this is what this is what was available, and I grabbed it, and I'm glad that I did, because the price of WOCs now is like the price of a handbag. It's kind of ridiculous. But it has a little zip there. It has another zip, front pouch. This is literally like my going out bag. So like if I'm going to a wedding or something more fancy, or just kind of night out, which I don't do anymore. I don't really go out unless I'm like on vacation. I don't really like go out to the clubs and stuff. But this would be what I would take for that, because it is big enough that it could fit your essentials, cell phone. It has, I love that it has card slots. You won't be able to see it because it's black on black, but there's card slots on there. So like you don't have to take a wallet. You can take your IDs and credit card. I talked about this bag is kind of in retirement right now. I kind of packed her away and haven't used her in some months, but this is my Gucci Soho with the rhinestone GGs on it. I literally could wear this bag every day and never change a handbag and be perfectly great. It fits the world. Like, look how wide it is. It's probably one of the most popular bags that you will like see just around and about. I like have seen people in this bag with like every color imaginable. Before like the Marmont started coming out, like this was the guy to go to. I've had her for at least 5 years, and literally could wear her any day of the week, everywhere. Like I think because mine has the gem GGs on it, I feel like I could wear her even to more places, and I could wear just so calfskin, calfskin, I can't get it together straight, guys, calfskin leather, just because she gives it a little bit more, you know, a little bit of razzle dazzle. And this is one of my only bags that's black with silver hardware. A lot of my bags are black with gold hardware. I prefer silver hardware, but it's usually hard to find. And this guy is just one of those that I have in silver hardware. Then we have my Chanel Gabrielle clutch, is what they call this guy. She's kind of like a WOC slash crossbody slash, you know, small bag. She has the long straps, double straps that the Gabrielles have, and you can, you know, do what you can. You can't do it just one because it's going to be down to your ankle, but you can do two. With my Gabrielle, do this too, is like I learned this trick is you want to like twist it. You twist it like 3 to 5 times, and then it kind of like locks it so that it won't get longer, and then that second chain will just, so you'll have one chain just hanging in the front like this. You'll have a little bit of like a notch kind of look there on the side, and then you'll be able to wear it crossbody or shoulder. And then the good feature about this, like I said, I was looking for that in my WOC and they didn't have it, but these little, I don't know, you can even tell because they're like so in there, but the little straps come with like they are a D-ring and a hook, so you can take it off and literally wear it as a clutch bag. This middle part is totally open. There's no zipper. So I love that part to just stick my cell phone in because then it's easy access. And then there's 2 zippers on the sides that you can stick. There's card slots on one side that you can stick stuff. Well, actually there's card slots on both sides that you can stick your cards in, and then that red interior that is so cute. And then one of my favorite features of the bag is that it is tri-metalled, I guess you can say. So it is gold, silver, and gunmetal on the hardware, and it's interchanged all throughout the bag. I don't know if that's gonna focus because I'm trying to hold it up for you guys, but it's like all three. My camera is not focusing today. It's died like 2 times, like 'tis life. But yes, so super, 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 super love her. Then that is the end of my like crossbodies, and then let's get into my SLGs. Gucci card holder in the GG Marmont. She matches my belt bag with that gold hardware. She has 2 slots in the front and 2 in the back, as well as the middle wide one. Then we have my YSL. She was a Valentine's Day gift. She is in the navy blue with the gold hardware. Same 2 slots in the front, 2 slots in the back, and the big guy in the middle. Then we have my Chanel. This was my very, very first Chanel piece that I bought myself for my 24th birthday. And she has 1 slot in the front, 2 slots in the back, and 1 in the middle. She is caviar leather, which is kind of the raised CCs there. They have like a light stitch around them, but just super simple. Then we have the worn to death, very basic piece. We have my Louis Vuitton clay and the Damier Azur that has that shiny gold hardware that I bought straight from the store. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, it is scratched all the way up. And the zipper is dirty and the inside's pretty good, but like zipper's dirty, the gold is scratched up. What can we say? It's Louis Vuitton. And then last but not least, we have Alexander McQueen. This is my only McQueen piece actually, but my Alexander McQueen card holder. It's like a business card holder kind of, but I love this. Is like one of my favorites. She has the gold skull there, and she won't focus for you all. There you go. And she is like a caviar leather butt enclosure and then just 1 slot in there. This was a promotion gift from one of my really good friends. So I totally forgot to add this. This is my Louis Vuitton passport holder, and I have it heat stamped with my initials, and clearly I use it for traveling. It has a little pocket here, and then it has the pocket that the passport is actually in. It's my collection, you guys. I know it's gonna be pretty long. I'm gonna try to chop it up, but I'm sure it's gonna be super long. I am super blessed for the bags that I have, the things that I have. You know, I work hard to be able to afford them. And like I said, some of these were gifts, but the vast majority of them I bought my own with my own money. So no sponsorships, but holler at me if you're trying to sponsor me though. But yeah, so these things are just kind of my things that I love to buy. They're my guilty, kind of my, you know, my guilty pleasures that I get in life is just buying these designer handbags and designer shoes. So maybe I'll do a designer shoe collection video for you guys soon. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Continue to tune into my channel. You know, you want to sit down, grab a coffee, grab a water, grab a wine, whatever you drink, watch another video, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night, guys. Bye.